All right, we're out here at Hugh Ramsey Park today. Um, my goal here in Hugh Ramsey Park today is to show you what's out here and what you can see when you come out. This is a very good place for seniors to come. As a matter of fact, a lot of seniors do come here. Well, a lot of families come here too. It's just one of these places you can go and see the nature and be comfortable. There's benches and lookout places and all sorts of things that make it easy for the family with young kids and our senior folks, me included. And I just want to share this with you guys. It's in Harlingen, Texas, and
well, here we are at Hugh Ramsey, and like I said, it is in Harlingen. And to get an idea where Harlingen is, let me show you where it is. Now you see, yeah, we got the United States here. We're in South Texas. If you look straight across, we're about in line with Miami, Florida. So we probably don't have as warm weather as they do because they are peninsula and we've got land base there. But we're pretty warm. I'm in a tropical zone 10A, they say. And we'll go back down to take a look at the park here. And these lines here kind of show you the trails that are available to walk. If you look online, and it'll say that there's like 1.5 miles of track, but there's actually a whole lot more. I mean, this section right here was, there's more than 2 miles in that. And there's a lot of internal trails that you can't see, with this using Google Earth. As a matter of fact, yeah, here's a trail that comes around here, and then it comes by this lake over here. But so what we're going to do in this video is we're going to go out and I'm going to show you all the observation areas, all the park benches, and I'm also going to, display some videos and pictures that I've taken there, so you guys can see, what this park has to offer. And I can tell you right now, if you come down here, you have to stop there. Right now there's no charge to get in the park. Now the parking lot isn't too big, but I've never not been able to park there, but there has been a few times when I couldn't, or almost couldn't. And this is the Arroyo Colorado River, the same one that I fish on over there. So we'll get to a little bit more information about Hugh Ramsey, but now you guys know that we're in deep South Texas, and South Padre Island's just right over here too. So it's probably 45 minutes away from the park. But we'll continue on with the video. And I typed in Hugh Ramsey Nature Park in my search bar, and I pulled this up. There's several links there. None of the links are really going to show you what I intend to show you, but you need the address. There it is. It's also got a nice restroom over there, and it has a very nice picnic area. So I remember we used to go over there in the mornings and eat breakfast. Haven't done that in a while. But now we're going to go and show you at the park itself.
Hi there. All right. Look at that, chakalaka right there. Okay. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. All right. Well, we're in a all right. We're in the first area here. As you can see, we got a little visitor out here. Javelina coming in over there. You can see him. Kind of cool, huh? But if you look, there we go. All right. We are at Hugh Ramsey, and we're in one of the areas here that I've filmed a lot of videos from. A lot of the people come down here and they feed the animals, and so the closer to the parking lot you are, the better off, or the more animals you would see, is what I should say. But as you can see, you know, we've got little places to sit down here. Heck, when I first got here, there was a chakalaka, and then a javelina walks out. But we'll continue on so you can see what the rest of this. All right. I'm making sure that this doesn't hit the trees. I haven't really done a good. You got a little too close to that tree. There we go. All right. We got out of there. All right. We had a big rain a few weeks ago, and really flooded down here. That's why there's all these ruts.
Okay, here we are. We are at another little spot here. It says Charles R. Manning Memorial. Hello. There we are. Done. Huh? Oh, it can go pretty high, but I can't fly it high here because we're too close to the airport. All right. There we go. Ooh, left the flowers out today. I see a butterfly. I hadn't seen them in a while either. Look at that. Lantern is out real good there today. Some long-billed thrashers. As you can see, we got a little park bench here. Battery is at 68%. All right. Yeah, there's a lizard of some sort. I'm not familiar totally with my lizard names. And I guess yesterday I put out a couple of pictures of these olive tree, Mexican olive tree. And they were quite common down here, as you can see. Very common. Yeah, pretty flowers. Somebody asked me about the smell on that. Yeah, they don't have no smell. That's what I told them. I never really smelt them. But I did that time, just to make sure. Well, that looks interesting. That red flower. Kind of funky, isn't it? Huh. Just about slipped and fell. I probably should be wearing different shoes. I always like wearing them. Another little bench area right here, and I've done a lot of filming here. This is where the smaller birds like to go, and you got to be quick with those small ones. The smaller the bird, the more they move. It's like the hummingbird. You got to have a camera to shoot a hummingbird. It's capable of going many frames per second because they're always moving.
go off the beaten path, and I'm pretty sure it'll join up to another one, but we won't take that right now. The lantana's looking nice out here, and it really is. There's another bench right there. Sit down and observe. I don't think I've ever sat on this one. And I didn't bring my camera today. Well, I should say my big gun camera. All these don't have a capability of zooming in. Or you got digital zoom, but for the amount of reach you need, a butterfly garden done by a Boy Scout Eagle. Izzy's garden.
Oh, it's got a lot of those dandelions and lantanas in there. Check the battery here. 52. Now, that goes down to the river. We're not going to do that one yet. And when you go down to the river, the bench seats are few and far between. As a matter of fact, the further north you head on that trail, there becomes a zero for quite a while. This is the, if you were looking at that beginning, this is the red trail, or the trail that was in red, or orange I believe it is. Red, orange. We're walking down fairly popular trail. I think this is only like 0.37 of a mile. Now, this trail right here goes to another lookout, and there's also a bench across the road from the lookout. And again, that's going to take me off the trail to go show you, so we'll hit that one at a different time. But there's actually a couple of little seats in here. Oop, I just saw a rabbit. All right. All right. Ah. There's actually a couple of little seats in here. Oop, I just saw a rabbit. All right. Stop. Go manual. All right. Now, part of the reason I got this drone was so I can have that cameraman effect, and even though I can hear the drone, the software will cancel the noise out, so it's like it's not even there. But I should have picked a bench with more shade on it. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was here earlier this morning after my wife had a radiation, and I got the drone footage that I needed, and I kind of created an intro, and now I actually have a bunch of content already of what I've seen. Now I just need to lay out the story. You know, I've been watching a lot of how to improve my video type YouTube things, and you got to have a story. And the problem I've got is that I'm not sure what's going to happen when I go out. Like, if I go out and catch fish, am I going to catch fish? If I go out to see nature, is the nature going to be there? So I have got to kind of do this in reverse. I got to see what I have and then try to make a story out of it. And this is going to be my first video doing that. And I hope you guys like it. But we're going to continue on with our walk here. All right. Now I got to be careful when I walk through here, because this guy might straight line me around the corners and not make it. Now this here is Tom Wilson's garden. It looks like it's gotten out of control. I've walked around it. I hadn't figured out what he's planting yet. But there's another bench to sit down on there. Let me walk over here and, ooh, look at this. This is how high the river got. You see this crust here? The water got over the top of this bench. That'd tell me that a good portion of this was underwater about a month ago. Wow. I didn't realize it got that high here. Better check that battery. Yeah, it's about time for me to pop in another battery. That wasn't such a mud place. I could have done it there. Oh. There's a good spot to replace the battery. Now I'll come up here and I'll place my hand underneath this. Be sure to have it flat though. You don't want to get your fingers in these props here. All right. So there, you see, you want to check your batteries, you're not sure which one is what, push that power button and it shows you that one's only down to 1. All right. Put the new battery in. Heard the click. All right. There's one thing about it's a lot of equipment to carry around. Man, lots of lizards out today. More lantana. This is one of those garden areas, and most of these probably attract butterflies, but they do have little signs of what's planted there. Century gardens, what that's called, huh? All right. All right, let's see if we can get this guy to come down here a bit. All right, let's see if we can get this guy to come down. But this is another one of these places where you can sit down, just be quiet and watch the birds, squirrels, rabbits, whatever. may show up here. All right. Wow, there's a really big structure. You sit inside and the wildlife can't see you, or not so easily, but you can see back over there. It's quite a big area. Problem is I don't want to leave my drone here in the middle, but let me stop it. I'll come right back. All right. So you get in here and you can sit down here. You see through these little spots here. Yeah, the drone's probably going, where'd he go? Just sit there. I'll be back. See? There you go. You know, if there's anybody out there that knows the name of these, please tell me. Yeah, look there. This is called Butterfly Meadow. You got a little bench back there. I guess the butterflies like these flowers. There's some unusual little flowers there. I put the drone on low because of the trees. Got a lot of branches hanging over. Another bench. It's got the mud on it, but not all the way across. Not all the way. The water got up to about the edge of that bench. Man, I'm telling you, that water was high. Jeez. Of course, they said it got up to 25 feet. I don't know what part that was, but it's usually 10 feet. Another bench. In the morning, you know, it wouldn't be, it's not bad. I've sat there a few times. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 92 degrees. Yeah. What's the battery look like? Can't tell. Looks like 68 maybe. They do have those signs kind of identifying the plants in the area, and they're all over the place. So if you like doing plant identification, this is another good spot. I haven't been doing that. All right, here's another little spot here. All right. When you go into follow mode and you stop it, it actually just goes into spotlight mode automatically. What spotlight mode means is that it'll stay in place like on a tripod, and wherever you go it'll follow you around. It's a pretty cool feature actually, to be able to walk around and just hold your phone and control the drone. Again, I'm gonna I bought one of those drones that, they said that some kid in Yugoslavia or someplace used to spot the Russian army, and when they were Ukraine, that was where it was, and yeah, it was $99, and the camera was a fixed camera pointing down, and then you could add an additional camera up front to point at. And so I added that camera and got an extra battery and tried to fly it. And that thing there, oh, it works, it flies, but there's no automation. You can't do things like this. As a matter of fact, you see how it's stable and in the wind, it's trying to hold its position? The other one would just blow away. The same thing on, these things have a auto home. If you lose communication or something, they come back to you, because if they lost the signal or whatever it may be, the battery's going low, they know when to come home. Well, the other one didn't. It didn't even know where home was. So I ended up not using that thing because I couldn't part with, losing that money. And then I never used it, didn't make much sense. Decided I wasn't going to use it. So the point of the story is if you're going to get something and you're going to spend money on it, you better research it thoroughly and not just look at the price on that. That'll get you. Because usually the cheapest things aren't the best things. All right. There we go. Yep, perfect. Last year this was really lit up with a bunch of beautiful flowers. It's been a weird year as far as the weather goes. All right. But make sure that foam is flat. You don't want to get your fingers caught up in that.
Aircraft will power off in 5 seconds. Press it.
All right. We're here at another 12 launch. And we're gonna swap our battery in our drone. So that's what all right. Now I know that this one, these are full. Yeah. Put this guy right beside there. I shot one of my YouTube videos right here called the Chakalaka. That video people really seem to enjoy watching. It's been about a year now, a little over a year, and still getting views. Alright, it's getting pretty warm out here, but we'll alright. Okay, reconnecting. I'm impressed with the DJI. It's still recording. I'm talking about the Action 5 that I got here. Alright, so we'll go medium distance. Alright.
Unable to take off. Aircraft in motion. Medium. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
You're too close, man. Alright. There we go. We're back at the main parking lot. This is the sign there to use Ramsey Nature Park. See, again, if you know what these are, put it in the comments for me.
I have trouble looking up identification for plants. Merlin app that for bird identification has been awesome. Very good. Impressed with it. I use that one. I guess he was all right. Let's come over here. There we go. Wind was getting tough on that thing, I guess. Still got plenty of battery. But you really, they keep the animal, as much wildlife that is here really needs to be supplemented with food. This is not it's not a caged in zoo per se, but the animals and the human beings have learned to work together, and we get to see how they live their lives, and they get some food. And for the most part, you know, it's been a beautiful harmony. All right, well, we'll head on over to another little viewing spot we'll take a look at, and then we'll go see the picnic area. Or I should, yeah, it's kind of a picnic area. All right. Ooh, that's a bit hot. There we go. I'm on my third battery, so, and I've only got 4. So we won't do this trail here, but I don't think you're going to miss out much on that. All right, we're at another lookout point here. And there was one time here, and that, well, I say one time, that's usually a lot of water in there. And it's a good place to watch birds and stuff, but that went dry. How it's still not full after all the rain we just had. That's amazing. It really is. Ooh, it's kind of icky. Yeah. Yeah. Icky. All right. Kind of see this here. You can see this is a nice little area. Delila and I used to ride bikes in the morning and then stop off at Laredo, which is inside the Valero gas station, and we'd get those breakfast tacos, and we'd ride over here and eat it there. They had a rock garden type thing there. Yeah. Kind of cool. Let's see what that is. Huh. Turn the gimbal down a little bit. Oh, I don't have a zoom when in this mode here. Damn. And that would be the restroom right there. Yeah. Now, we will go ahead and turn this thing looking at me. All right.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You should know all you need to know about the Hugh Ramsey Nature Park. That one trail at the end there where we didn't go down does have some more of the benches and places to hide to watch the wildlife areas. I guess they're called them wildlife viewing stations. And there was a couple of ponds out there, but you got the basic gist of what the park offers. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.